I want to invite you to listen to our church-sponsored program, The Voice of Victory, every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. on this station, AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. Tune in and find biblical help, guidance, and inspiration for answering life's questions.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Good morning, and thanks so much for being with us here today. In the studio with us this morning, Indiana County District Attorney Bob Manzi, along with Janine Most from Aging Services, Marlene Welsh from the YMCA of Indiana County, correct? Yes. All right, it's good to have you all in with us today. Our conversation is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Janine, if you could just grab that right there and pull that up a little bit.
Can do that.
That would be a much better level. There is a big event coming up, and you folks are all involved in it. It's a senior summit. Mr. Manzi, why don't you come forward first and speak with us this morning, because this is a big event for you and for all of Indiana County.
Yes, good morning, Todd. We have Senior Summit 2024 coming up on May 29th. Mm-hmm. The event's going to be from 8 o'clock in the morning until noon. It's going to be at the YMCA of Indiana County, and it's being hosted by the Elder Abuse Task Force, which is comprised of a lot of different agencies and businesses in the Indiana County community that is focused on prevention and awareness of financial fraud and exploitation, neglect, and really ultimately trying to utilize all of our services to protect the seniors in our community.
Yeah, of which there are plenty of them, Janine. We've got a nice population of elderly folks and folks of a certain age, and protection of them from what has become really an insidious problem is people preying on people who are maybe a little bit more vulnerable than they might have been at another time in their lives. It's really important, isn't it?
Yes, it is. In Indiana County, 30% of our elder abuse cases are financial exploitation, and the majority of them are scams. Mm-hmm. Someone picking up that phone, believing either their grandchild is, in trouble, or, the bank is calling them saying that someone made illegal purchases, things like that. And of course, as soon as you hear that, you're going to panic and you're going to give over your money. And it's amazing how much money older adults give out.
When you get together with seniors at this aging services centers, I'm sure it's a topic of conversation and maybe a constant topic of conversation.
Yes, it is. D.A. Manzi and Trooper Greenfield have come into our centers throughout the county, and they do presentations every year, sometimes twice a year at all of our social centers, just to go over how important it is not to fall for that scam. Yeah.
Marlene, let's talk with you this morning as well and find out your angle on all of this.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to have you with us here today. So from the YMCA angle and from your perspective, how should we be approaching the idea of people trying to get into our bank accounts and wallets?
I know I try to remind my seniors, just when you answer the phone and someone asks you a question, say no.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But from your standpoint with this particular senior summit, what will be your involvement?
So in addition to just the YMCA hosting the event, because of spacing, we are going to provide some demonstrations, one being a chair yoga demonstration in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then there will be a period of time where we talk about our senior programming at the Y. We have wonderful senior programming. I like to call it active older adult programming at the YMCA, with a lot of different classes, different levels of impact and intensity. Really, there's a class for anyone at the YMCA.
We talk to Eric Neal once a month, and it's amazing the breadth of the programs that are offered at the YMCA. But there's really a focus upon the youngest of us and the oldest of us
absolutely.
At the YMCA.
Yes.
I know Silver Sneakers is a program you've run in the past.
Yep.
You do the water exercises as
right.
well. Yeah, you really reach out to seniors to keep them active, and physical activity sort of is a great companion to mental activity and mental acuity.
Yeah, and there's a lot of just the socialization of just exercise is important, but I think as we age, even more so, we need to be with others. And there's motivation to know, hey, my friend's going to be at class, so I better go. Otherwise, she's going to wonder where I am. So there's that level of accountability and just the friendship, and
Yeah.
that's important.
The idea of knowing that, just like in old times, when you were growing up, you've got a group of friends.
Right.
And they can meet together. It used to be they had to all get on the school bus and drive to school together and ride to school.
Yeah. Now you come to the Y,
Yeah.
hang out with your friends.
Now, recess is at the Y now.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
D.A. Manzi, if you could come forward again, and let's talk a little bit about scams and people who, obviously, we talk about this quite often, you and I. They've figured out a way, and they're never going to stop trying. If you stop them and put up a roadblock here with this scam, they're going to find